Why does Constantine have exorcist powers, and will we see him in the next Justice League movie? A few months ago, pre-production began on the new Constantine movie, with the return of Keanu Reeves as DC's most acclaimed exorcist. But there are rumors that we will see him not only in this movie, but that this version of Constantine could join James Gunn's Justice League. Could it be that in Constantine 2, we could see Batman or Superman recruiting him for the Justice League? In this video, we'll be talking about how Constantine became an exorcist, and what we can expect from him in the upcoming movie and the DC Multiverse. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. To understand the origin of Constantine's powers and how we might see him in the next Justice League movie, we have to go back to the beginning of his story. Constantine's story begins when he was just a child. Born in Liverpool into a lower-class home and surrounded by violence, Constantine's childhood was marked by tragedies and unexplained phenomena, laying the groundwork for his future connection to the supernatural. From an early age, he showed a penchant for the occult, driven both by curiosity and a need to understand and control the strange events that surrounded him. John was born with the ability to see the spirit world and to control the magic of his world. This interest led him to delve into the world of black magic and the occult, something that at first horrified him. Constantine became self-taught in the spiritual world, studying ancient magical texts and practicing rituals. Over time, these practices gave him unique abilities, such as summoning entities, performing exorcisms, and a deep understanding of magic and the supernatural, to the point that he has been able to have direct conversations with Lucifer or with other angels such as Gabriel. However, although Constantine had great supernatural powers, he could no longer bear to be seeing beings from other dimensions. This was too much for him, and he tried to take his own life, not knowing that this was the one mistake God would not forgive. According to the rules of heaven, a person who tries to take his own life can never go to heaven. So Constantine, rather than saving others by an altruistic action, is looking for a way to vindicate himself and go to heaven. Something that both demons and angels said was impossible. Constantine also experienced early encounters with archangels and other dark supernatural entities. These experiences strengthened his abilities and gave him a working knowledge of the spirit world. These interactions made him stronger, but also marked him with a deep sense of cynicism and ambiguous morality, as he came to understand that there were no good and bad sides, but rather demons who helped him, and angels who fought against humanity. Although Constantine is an exorcist, it could not be said that he is Christian or religious, and although he is an exorcist, he is not on God's side, as he tends to deal with demons and angels alike. This brings a new dynamic to the Justice League, which usually have extraterrestrial or human villains. A villain with magical powers would be hard for the Justice League to overcome. The last Constantine movie ended with Constantine sacrificing himself and preventing the world from ending because of the Archangel Gabriel. But Constantine, in his sacrifice, managed to erase the debt he had with God and began to ascend to heaven, something that Satan did not like, who healed Constantine so that he could continue living and thus could prove that he belonged to hell. In this second installment, we could see a more experienced Constantine and hardened by his previous battles, facing new and more powerful supernatural threats. This new film could explore his relationship with other characters from the DC universe, such as Zatanna or Swamp Thing, and later, we could see him joining these super friends. James Gunn is starting a new DC multiverse, where we will see new versions of Batman, Superman, and other superheroes. Personally, though, I'd rather see Constantine in his own world, dealing with mythological problems. Clearly, teaming him up with the Justice League would be a dream come true. In the Legends of Tomorrow series, we saw a version of Constantine, which looked quite similar to the Keanu Reeves version. But to see Keanu teamed up with the Flash or Batman would be an experience every DC fan would love to see. Constantine's personal development would be a central theme in the sequel. Constantine could find himself in situations that challenge his character and offer him an opportunity to continue his redemption. In addition, the film could delve into the exploration of different dimensions and planes of existence, expanding the vision of DC's magical universe. It would be interesting to see Constantine and Batman facing off against a demon, seeing what the reaction of Gotham's greatest detective is when he learns that the spirit world also exists. At Marvel, we have characters like Doctor Strange, who travel between realities, but it's time for DC to have a major sorcerer join the Justice League. But where do Constantine's powers come from? The origins of Constantine's powers could be explained as a combination of innate and acquired abilities throughout his life. It is not that Constantine receives his powers from a deity or from an accident. He has managed to educate himself and harness his potential as a sorcerer, something similar to Marvel's sorcerer. So, if the stories of Constantine 2 and the upcoming Justice League are connected, what would the story look like? The first thing to make clear is what happened with Constantine in the time that has passed since the first movie, and explain that there is a kind of multiverse where all realities are connected, the reality where Batman, the Joker, and other members of DC are. So the end of Constantine 2 could show us how he opens a portal to another dimension, where he sees other characters like Bruce Wayne and Superman. One of Constantine's villains that could pose a threat to the multiverse is First of the Fallen. This being is a powerful devil who was present in Hell before the fall of Lucifer. In the comics, he was interested in Constantine's soul and swore to destroy him after being tricked by him. The magnitude of his power and his deep grudge against Constantine could escalate to a level that threatens not only Earth, but multiple realities, which would require the intervention of the Justice League and other heroes of the multiverse. Now tell me what you think about all this. Do you think we will see Constantine join the rest of the Super Friends? Will the Justice League finally have a wizard member? Or will we see him in his own world? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.